Hello and welcome back to South Carolina's installment of Farm Bureau's Voices of Agriculture. I'm your host, Reggie Hall. We're in the kitchen today preparing our turkey for the deep oilless fryer. But before we can cook it, we've got to prepare it. So let's walk through some steps. Here we've got a fresh turkey, never frozen, and we're going to use our kitchen shears to open up the plastic around the turkey. We've got the giblets that are packaged right here. They're usually inside the bird, but they're not in this instance. So we'll pull those out and save those for later in case we want to make a gravy or something like that. So we've got the plastic off now. I'm going to throw that away in our trash can. And then this bird also has its legs tied. So we're going to undo those so that we can get into the middle of this bird. We're going to pull this out. That just locks it down. We'll take that off. And what we want to do now is rinse off this turkey with cool water. Neck bone, so we'll take that out and put it away as well. A few extra pieces of fat. And then I'll put that bird right here on the pan and let it dry, drip dry a little bit. And in the meantime, what I'll do, I'll grab a disinfecting towel and I will wash my hands with that. Also the handle and anything that might have come in contact with that turkey. Okay, the next move we want to make is to get several paper towel and start drying the turkey off. Just pat it dry. And every little nook and cranny that you can find to dry would be good. Okay, so now we've got him dried off and drained. So what we want to do next is take our spray oil. In this case I'm using canola oil, and I find it's a lot easier to use the spray than it is to rub oil on. So I'll just give it a good coat of oil, and this helps keep the turkey from burning when it goes into the oilless fryer. And again, you see I'm touching this turkey and I'm also touching this can, so I'm going to have to make sure that I either throw the can away afterwards or disinfect it real well. I want to keep it in the sink. Get some more paper towel, wipe my hands of all that turkey juice and oil, and then I'll disinfect my hands one more time with the disinfectant wipe. Now, you could just go with the turkey like it is, but I like a little seasoning on the outside. So with that, I will use a little bit of all-purpose seasoning. It's got a little bit of garlic and onion and rosemary and thyme and some chilies in it. So we'll just sprinkle that on the bird pretty liberally. I like to rub it in real good first on this side. Just get it all over. And then I'll flip him and sprinkle the other side. Okay, now it's ready to put in the basket before we go out to the fryer. But first we've got to go out and light the fryer and make sure that it's all heated up for us. This is an oilless turkey fryer. It's called the Big Easy, and it's really well named because it is certainly very easy. You can see the brown or black on there. That's because I spray it with oil before I get started every time, just to make sure it's got a good coating all the way around. It's sort of like grandma's skillet. So we've got our propane tank on, and it's, again, the Big Easy. We'll go from off to on, flip the igniter switch, and it's already ignited. So while that's warming up, we'll go inside back to the turkey and get the basket that it sits in, put it in the basket, and then we'll come out and put it in the deep fryer. Our bird that we just prepared is 12.5 pounds, so we'll cook it for 10 pounds a minute. rather 10 minutes a pound, and till it's 165 degrees at the deepest part in the breast without touching the bone. So we'll figure on that lasting about probably 2 hours, just a little over 2 hours when we'll check it. But let's go inside now and put it in the basket and bring it back out. This can be the tricky part. It's best if you put it legs down, wings up, when you get ready to put it in the basket. So let's see if we can get it done the first time. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get it in there just right. It looks like we made it pretty well. I'm going to sit it back here on this pan. So here we are with our prepared turkey. Got our dry rub on there after putting a little canola oil on it, spraying that on there, and we just drop this basket down into the cauldron, just like that. And we'll let it be for about a little over 2 hours, since that's a 12.5 pound turkey. Of course, food safety is very important when you're cooking turkey. We want to make sure that the inside of the turkey is at least 165 degrees. So we want to stick the thermometer into the thickest part of the bird, let it sit right there, and watch it come around to temperature. You don't want the thermometer touching the bone, just in the densest part of the meat. And on up to 165, so we're in good shape. That turkey is done, if not just a little bit too much. I'm sure it'll be tasty though. And grab the metal hook, lift the basket up, put it on a container to carry it inside, and that's our beautiful oilless deep fried turkey. It couldn't be any easier.